enjoy out in front here in that 31. Stays up. 149 as we understand. Laps complete. Mike Skinner with a brilliant pit stop, able to stay in front of Jeff Gordon by how much on your watch?
A little over a second the last time around. He's opening it up, though.
Let's find out more about that stop by the 31. Steve Burns is with Larry McReynolds.
And he's talking to his driver, Mike Skinner. Larry, what adjustments did you make that time, and can you make it the distance on fuel?
Yeah, we can make it the distance. You know, the thing about it, it's really cold today, and the more rubber gets on the track, the tighter it gets. So we made some pretty major adjustments. So that's probably our last set of tires, caution or green. So we can see what happens.
Okay, thanks, Larry. He's busy talking to his driver, Mike Skinner, as they wind down the laps.
The old student of racing, Larry McReynolds. You saw him early. He joined us here on TBS on that 747 on his way over. Worked the entire way over. I went back and asked him, is he working on Sunday? He said, oh, no, I'm working on 1999. Now, there's first. Now, here's your second place car. That's the interval of Jeff Gordon in second. They put a lap on Fukuyama in the 98. He straggles along in the bottom of the track 2 or 3 laps down.
You can see right there the interval. That's your first place car right there, Jeff Gordon, and just behind him, Jeff Burton there on the inside in the 99 car.
Yeah, that interval has doubled. It's 2.06 seconds now.
Jeff Burton back there in third, and that's the view from Jeff Burton's car as he rotates around turns 1 and 2. It's almost like a tightening radius down there in 3. You go in, you get in the brakes, you got to make a cut, and then you got to make a second cut. They really get it into turn 4, and you're coming in there at what, 185, 190, buddy?
I'd say at least that, and the speeds here are very similar to maybe a Charlotte before they repaved the racetrack there, and they got a tremendous amount of speed going into just 17 degrees of banking compared to 24-degree banking in Charlotte.
One of the strategy points this afternoon is that they've got to preserve the front tires when they get on the brakes so hard. Getting into that tight third turn, it does take its toll on the front tires, and Skinner, among others, has said that may be the key to victory.
Earnhardt closes on Mayfield. Remember, Mayfield came in 4th place with that pit stop under green, and these Japanese fans have been treated to everything, all kinds of wild action. Now we've got a green flag stop. Seen some of the brilliance of these pit crews. They may not be at the full force they would be for a Daytona 500 or a Charlotte 600, but they certainly have accounted for themselves brilliantly here this afternoon.
Caution's out, Dale. They said turn 2. I think there's a car down on the low side, hardly moving.
Turn 2, 7th caution of the day.
Well,
that number 26 again. Ron Burns may be the victim another time.
He's getting some TV time today, isn't he?
That's a hat trick, folks. That's 3 times. Whatever happened, he's been involved with something 3 times today that brought out the caution.
I got to tell you, that does not hurt the friends of Ron Burns one bit. They wanted to see that vitamin car.
Except you can't read the
sponsor. It's been encapsulated in about 12 lap hops here thus far this afternoon.
Yeah, they got so much tape in the back, Ken, you can't read the sponsor.
Again, we're with you live. We have a 170-lap rundown upcoming for you as Mike Skinner, after a brilliant pit stop under green, was able to wrench the lead away. And here we got a change of position for second. It's Jeff Gordon falling back to third as Jeff Burton takes over another time up there in second spot. So Burton back to second. Let's see if he can close in on that leader, Mike Skinner. And for the moment, we'll go to Steve Burns.
Hey, Ken, it's time for an Auto Week Weekend Racing update. 1-800-232-1522 for a 52-week subscription at $19.95. Now for the news, Jeff Gordon has been named Driver of the Year for the 3rd time. No big surprise there, but he edges out Alex Zanardi in drivers from all forms of motorsports. He becomes the 3rd 3-time recipient, joining Darrell Waltrip and Mario Andretti. And in Truck Series news, it was announced today that Mike Wallace, the driver of Ken Strader's number 52 Chevy, will be leaving with crew chief Timmy Cahoot to drive for Team ASC, the number 2 truck. Wallace will replace Mike Bliss in that truck. Timmy Cahoot replaces Barry Dawson. And once again, that number, 1-800-232-1522, $19.95. Hey, that's the lowest price ever. Don't delay.
Well done,
Good
Bertie.
boy. Wow.
Well, all
Remember
that
to
was
tip your waitress.
Yeah, while all that was going on, Elliott Sadler went into the garage. He's behind the wall. Big belch of fire out of the thing as he got near his garage space. He's done.
Doctor, you could hear it when it come by. It dropped the cylinder about 4 or 5 laps before that. Was trying to make it to the end of the race, and it just give up the ghost right in front of us here on the front straightaway.
We're up towards 180, but on the 170-lap rundown, 263 miles, you had Bill Elliott running in the 10th position, and in 9th then was Earnhardt Jr., and up in 8th was Sterling Marlin, and in 7th was Hamilton. The front of the field had Mike Skinner leading, and at that moment Gordon was in 2nd, but now there's been a change there, and once again Jeff Burton is back on it. The Roush car, number 99, having a great day.
Ken, that is like watching the movie over and over. You see this every week. Jeff Burton drops back, comes forward, drops back, comes forward. Near the end of the race, that 99 car, if it's running, is always a car that these guys have to race at the end.
Well, that movie also has that 24 car able to close and do incredibly well at the end. How many times this year have we seen that car not be in the very front? But as the race goes on, checkered flag comes out. There he is.
On the 175-lap rundown, giving it to you unofficial, we have no scoring here today. 271 miles with Skinner in front. And then we had the 99 of Burton, followed by Gordon. Ooh,
that's
gone.
exhaust pipe dragging right there. That's nothing to worry about. That's just the exhaust pipe has dropped down. They got a little hanger under there, and the hanger's broken, and the exhaust pipe itself is dragging the racetrack.
That's on that Brian Gahn car.
As long as it doesn't fall off.
Down. I bet they'll bring him in.
Yeah, I'd say the black flag is ready for him.
A little consultation coming up. In the 4th spot is Mayfield. In 5th is Wallace. 6th is Earnhardt Sr. 7th Hamilton. 8th the number 94 of Elliott. And then in 9th was Dale Earnhardt Jr., followed by Sterling Marlin. Those are your top 10 with 175 miles complete. 271 miles. The end of the final moments. We'll be back for the finish here at Motegi, live on TBS in a moment. Have a 180-lap rundown, 278.6 miles. Skinner, Burton, Gordon, Mayfield up there in front. And it looks like that number 99 is closing on that number 31. Maybe a car length or 2 every lap. What do you think, Doc?
It's definitely closing. I've had the watch on him, and he's picking it up. He's picking it up very little each lap.
Leader about a 35.80.
You hear them. They're giving lap times every time. 35.80 is what they're turning the racetrack at right now.
Was that the voice of Larry Mack that I heard there? Keeping track, Larry McReynolds. That was him.
I thought we were the leader. In 4th, 2nd place.
Nice going, Burton. Nice going. I thought we were the leaders, says Jeff Burton. No, you got a little making up to do here to Skinner. Hey, Elliott Sadler's out of the race. Let's get the story right now from Steve Burns.
Elliott, your first excursion into Japan, and you're out before the race is over. What happened?
Well, we think we broke a valve spring or something like that in the motor. Just one of those things that happened. Maybe our Japanese setup didn't work too good a little bit over here, but looking forward to bright things. Had a great qualifying run this weekend with some lot of top-notch hitters in Winston Cup. We changed a lot on the car this morning, trying to get this Sitco Ford a little bit better, but just didn't work out for us today. But we got some high hopes in front of us, a little work and a little studying to do, and hopefully we'll hit the ground when we get to Daytona running.
Most importantly, he's got his first experience with the Wood brothers under his belt, but Elliott Sadler's going to be on the sidelines when the checker waves.
All right, thank you, Alan Bestwick. Steve was doing Auto Week. He was doing the interview there. And here's Baker. What do you think, buddy?
Well, I'm just watching Dale Earnhardt Jr. there. He's dropping back a little bit. I think now the handling problem has gotten more significant on the one car as he drops back. Sterling Marlin a while ago was passed by Earnhardt Jr., but you can see the car going very high in the center part of the corner.
Meanwhile, the story for first place gets ever tighter.